Hello and welcome back to BasementCraft. My name is Peter. I'm your host for this video. It's a Peter solo video here in BasementCraft Season 1. It's a beautiful day. I'm upstairs in the upstairs of my house. I did a little work off camera. As you can see, the walls at the edges of the roof are filled in. And there's some windows and stuff. And that's great. And I've got, these are bottom slabs. So the beds look like sleeping bags, which I think is kind of funny. But I like that the windows are low, that they're at like knee height rather than waist height. This stairwell is too wide now, and I stuck some spruce stairs in here to kind of create a little bit of texture on the wall, just trying something interesting. And this opening is no longer broken windows, but something just kind of permanently open. Hopefully that won't work out disastrously. Okay, so with these stairs here, I also put some stairs down the stairs. And from here, we have kind of a rough, ugly, dirty basement. But it has a couple of features. One is this leads down straight to my skeleton spawner, rather than following the goofy path that Ted and I followed in a two-player episode recently. So that's nice. That's handy and convenient for mending things and also for getting levels. Speaking of levels, do I have anything that's unenchanted? Because I have 30 levels. This diamond shovel's not enchanted. So we may as well use some levels while we're here. But you may have spotted it. There is a portal. Another portal there in the basement as well. Efficiency 4. Wow, Soak Touch Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. That's a really good shovel. That's worth putting mending on. But we're not really going to take that into the depths with us, I don't think. We could. I say the depths like I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom. I mean the nether. Maybe we throw one extra diamond on there. And, and some mending. And get it healed up. I think that is not the worst idea I've ever had. So we'll take one of these, and this won't disenchant it, right? Right. Cost of 1. I could throw another diamond on there, but that's fairly full. Oh, another thing. I'm remembering some things. So I put in a little work off camera, and I hope you won't mind. You shouldn't. It was pretty boring. The effect is cool, but the process was boring. Where's mending? I worked a little bit on my enchantment stuff. Why do I not have a book and emeralds in my possession? It feels silly. That's Sweeping Edge. Okay, question for you guys who know more than I do. With this sword, it says I've got Looting 3, Sharpness 3, Unbreaking 3, and Mending 1 on the diamond sword. And then below that, it says how much attack damage it has, 10. And then it says Sweeping Edge 3. Does that mean that it has Sweeping Edge 3? Because this says 5 attack damage with nothing beneath it, 4 attack damage with nothing beneath it, and so on. So I'm a little confused. Does my sword have Sweeping Edge already or not? Let's put mending on the shovel. I used up an anvil, so I replaced it with 2. We already have mending on those 2 things. And I'm not sure the armor's worth putting mending on. That doesn't have it. Either do those. The helmet does, for whatever reason. Some of these guys are zombies. Whoops. That happened. Ow. You don't need to worry too much about that, though. But it may or may not be why there are doors there. Yeah. Another thing is I put some oak posts around this building here. And I put bone blocks around the tower here, although I wasn't quite able to finish. That's how many bone blocks I had after doing some experience grinding at the skeleton farm. So there's you go. There's a quick little update for you. Oh, one more thing. I completed the blocks around the outside of this at this level here and kind of completed these walls. Then I added some nice texture, I thought, to the opening here, as well as just a little bit to the corners. So I may put stairs or slabs or something around the outside at some point eventually. I don't know yet. I don't know, but it looks a little nicer than it did. And that's kind of a fun thing to do, is just spend a little bit of time making a build a little bit better and then being done with that. Speaking of being done with things, the furnaces are certainly done with some extra food, I am sure. And I wouldn't... Hey, there's a zombie down there. And I wouldn't mind having that on my person. This combat is so clunky. Java threw a switch. You can see that timing. You can hear that lack of responsive audio cue. Okay. Great. This is wonderful. Did I see another one moving down there? Yep, there's a zombie villager coming. You gonna drop any good armor? No. Bro. Can you just not wait for like daylight and then fight the dust? Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sleep. It's easy to not sleep for days at a time when you're... Sip my coffee there. Grinding for experience or... Hello. Glad you're not a creeper. Good grief. Hey, you dropped an iron bar. Yeah, we gotta do something about this. Okay, I'm open to suggestions. How do we make it so that's not really happening anymore? I'm sure there's a way. Put this in here. I know having doors here would help. I know that torch spamming this area would help. What other suggestions do you have? What's a little more aesthetically pleasing? And why this guy's not burning up? Because the sunlight's not on him. What a dummy. Was not built to handle the indoors. Okay, we don't want anything extra in our inventory. Because we're going to go into the nether, because we're on a mission today. Now that we're 10 minutes in. Not 10 minutes in. I actually had to log in, log out, and log back in again. So I'm 10 minutes into the recording file. 11, actually. I'm not sure how far into the video we are with even minimal editing. Probably a few minutes less. But this is actually the same portal that Ted and I used to come into the nether originally and trade with piglins over there, trade gold to get ender pearls and all that kind of thing. So we can access it from that portal outside that we built first, but I can also access it from inside my house. And when I do, this should not be here. Then when I come back through, I'm outside. So it's kind of a secret. Although now you guys all know. So, mum's the word, okay? All right, so anyway, I built a stairwell down. Down, 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 because I want ancient debris, okay? I haven't mined any yet. I have discovered at least one block here. But I'm starting to do 3x3s, and the idea is that I'll do them on the borders of chunks. So you can see the X values, -31, 2, 3. And -32 is divisible by 16. So on either side is sort of my thinking. Also, I read that Y equals 14, which is here, is the best place to find ancient debris. So we're mining 13 and 15 as well. And this also on the Z value, right, is -239, 240, 241. So 240 is divisible by 16. Right? Yeah, 15 times. And so anyway, that's going to be my method. So I got this long 3x3 hallway this way, and then little stubs here that we're going to dig out. And we're going to look for ancient debris. But first, we're going to mine this ancient debris. It takes a while. And there's another one behind it, which is great. So 1, hidden in the depths. We just made an advancement. And there's another one. And sometimes it's worth digging just a little bit further, although with that not being netherrack, I am pretty doubtful that there will be more. Okay, so now, I want to go where there's netherrack, I think. And not where there's this stuff, because that's a different biome, and the ancient debris pretty much just appears in the netherrack, right? I don't know. In bedrock, I would dig all the way down to bedrock. So, in the platform bedrock, I would dig all the way down to the bedrock level, as in the Y level, to look for ancient debris. And then I read about it and settled on Y equals 11 as my preferred place for a while, but now I'm playing in Java, so we're going to try this 14 method, although I'm digging below and above, right? So I'm standing on 13. But as far as I know, it really only is where the netherrack is. And so, like, we have a little bit here, but it's the wrong biome, I suppose. Although this is free experience, which is good for our mending stuff. So I'm not gonna sneeze on that gift horse, if you know what I mean. So yeah, not that way. I just marked these so I would kind of know where the multiples of 16 are. That one's a barely promising. Let's follow it a little ways. See if it gets better. The fact that the blocks don't disappear as fast as I would like them to either makes it kind of discouraging. We're gonna do that, so we've got plenty of netherrack blocks on the hotbar at the ready. But we also want the ancient debris on there so we can see how much of it we have. And look, this hallway is not doing very well for us. It's all just that basalt. Is that what that material is called? Yeah. So how about this one? That one looks more promising. That one, not so much. So those of you who know Java better than I do, is it true that the chunk borders, oh, hello, are where these things are at? And how's my method? How's my Y level? Are my X and Z levels okay? I know 0 can throw things off, so is the chunk border actually like at -15 and not -16? I don't know if 0 belongs as like a negative chunk. The first value of the negative chunk or the first value of the positive chunk? Like 0 to 15, is that a chunk, or is it 1 to 16 and 0 to -15 is 1? Okay, got it. And there's one here, which is very good. We're up to 4. Okay, I'm going to leave that one alone for now, because we're trying to go quick. And I'm just trying to show you these hallways to establish, yes, there is a mine down here, and yes, I will be using it. Okay, so I think this is promising because of the black stone, and because I just found some ancient debris among blackstone. And then it became basalt, but now there's netherrack, so it's like, okay, well, maybe, maybe. Ah, and there's some right there. Now, was that in basalt? Are all these basalt hallways viable? Even though they dig slower than netherrack? There's a 5th ancient debris. I'm very excited. I was a little discouraged when I dug out my big, long, original hallway and only found 1 ancient debris. Let's pick up this basalt. But now all these little side paths, they've gotten me up to 5 ancient debris pretty quickly. As you can see, I ran into a bit of a lava problem here. But this is all tasty, delicious netherrack. So those are my most promising hallways. So we're gonna spend a little more time on those, I think, depending on how long they stay that way. Now with our Silk Touch shovel, we should always get gravel and never flint. Uh-oh. Just watched the movie Rain Man for the first time in many years last night. And I'm reminded of Dustin Hoffman's character saying, uh-oh, why is that lava so slow? It's the Nether. The lava should be fast. Okay, this is... Yeah, so we're in the middle of our hallway right now. So theoretically, this is what mining should look like, right? We should be able to go pretty quickly through the netherrack. The game is having trouble rendering, so we're seeing a lot of X-ray vision happening. But I imagine that going through netherrack like this is going to yield ancient debris at a reasonable pace. However, it may also reveal a lava source block late enough that I have trouble navigating my safe removal from that problem. Okay, it thinks I'm placing a block, but it's just out of reach. There we go. I'm not sure now if that is the source block. In fact, I was kind of sure it wasn't. That one probably was, though. Yeah. So we're good to go. But, you know, if we find one above, or, oh gosh, a deep one below, we're going to find ourselves in trouble. And now we've hit basalt. So this is a good time, I think, to turn around. And we'll go off to the side by one here. And dig our way back. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to dig these 3x3s. If I'm going to do a 2x1 3 times, just all next to each other, and then dig out the ceiling, the third Y level. Or exactly what the most efficient way to do it is, especially, again, considering that I'm playing on a Nintendo Switch and I'm getting visuals like this, and other mechanical delays and things. What is going to be the safest and most efficient and most effective way to find ancient debris? And what am I going to be willing to apply it to? Armor is trickier than weapons and tools, I find. Or maybe I just put more effort into the armor and tools early. The pants and the chest plate are not so bad because you just want protection on breaking and mending. Although you can put Swift Sneak on pants, and that is desirable if you're in a deep dark biome. Ooh, see that? Would have been easy to be going too fast and to fall right into that. I guess I also want fire protection on something too. I don't think I have that on any of my armor right now. Protection 4, protection 3, and no protection. Yeah, but the helmet and the boots are trickier. You want feather falling, you want, probably don't want frostwalker, which is why these boots are not going to be my forever boots. And I'm talking about all this because I'm wondering what to apply my ancient debris to. Probably my fortune pickaxe, because the silk touch one, well, maybe the silk touch one, actually. I'm trying to decide which one wears down fastest and is helped by mending less. And I understand that when you mine ores that normally give you experience with the silk touch pick, you don't get that experience. But you can also just hold it when you take stuff out of the furnace or, whatever. The fortune one is nice to use when you're in deep slate, because deep slate, silk touched, is not craftable the way that cobbled deep slate is. Cobbled deep slate becomes like anything. You can turn it into the polished stuff, into the bricks, into all sorts of goodness. How's my sword? Sword is really good, although I'd like to get it up to sharpness 5 before worrying about applying netherite to it. So I suppose the bottom line is whatever is already in its perfect form is a candidate for netherite. And I think all I have in its perfect form is this pick and the silk touch pick. I think see if I could just find enough ancient debris to apply it to both picks simultaneously, then I wouldn't have to worry about picking the right thing. It's kind of fun to look through there, isn't it? You see anything interesting? Can you see ancient debris by doing that? If the game's going to be wonky for me, to my detriment in ways that I can't help, maybe I could exploit some of that to my advantage. Because you all see how clunky the combat is, and that's no good for me. But it can't really be helped. And it's why I'm glad that Ted's a part of this world. One reason why is because I can definitely like lean on him for combat stuff when we're together, as has already been evidenced in our two-player playlist. Okay, we're looking very full here. Quite full. So before we do this way and this way, I'm gonna go drop off my stuff. You don't have to be a part of that. I'll just go drop it off and come back here and we'll resume. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, bye. All right, dropping off the netherrack here in the basement of Peter's house. Very good. Want to keep a little bit with me. Not too much. Okay, and then dropping off the non-netherrack in this chest until it stops me, which it just has. So we're going to need to have a good way to handle that, and this chest strikes me as the easiest thing for now. We're keeping that on the hotbar. And then this little chest is just the stuff that, like I always have with me. So these are my other tools there. There's my other ancient debris or netherite candidate. So back into the nether we go. I'll meet you guys down at the mine. Okay, so one bad thing about this mine is I've actually gotten some large magma cubes spawning in here. I've seen it before. I'm not seeing it right now, which is great. Ooh, there's an Enderman. That's another thing about this being 3 tall. Should we go left or right first? I think we'll try left, as many often do, and then conclude that right was the better direction all along, and probably what we should have chosen first. But like many, we don't figure that out until a little bit later in life. Okay, that was just a Minecraft comment, not anything else. Oh, hello. So this is the original hallway that Ted and I stumbled upon, I think. Or at least it looks a lot like it. But I think we could safely assume that anything worth having has already been plundered from this area. Okay, but let's see what the center of this is. So presumably this person knows what they're doing. And they're on 13. Y equals 13 here. And 224, 225, 226. So 224 is divisible by 16. That's 16 times 14. So they went right on, and then -1, and then -2. So it seems as though 0 might be considered a negative number as far as chunk assignment. Is this me right here? I think it is. Well, excuse me, Mr. Enderman. I'd really rather not pick a fight with you. So if this person's doing it right, and excuse my... Whoop! Oh no! I don't know why I think he can't get me here. Although he does seem to be confused. He certainly had enough reach to reach me in there. It seems as though this would be better suited to be negative 144, 145, and 146. However, because of the lava, we're not going to do that. So, does that make sense, though? It's almost like it should be like this. So I don't know if we'll see this and that will remind us. But everything should be shifted one more negative than the math suggests, because 0 is a negative number in the world of Minecraft. Chunk assignment, which means actually we have the chance to start this one hallway correctly. Although that lava scares me. Oh, and so does that. Okay, actually, we seem to be safe. Where is the source block? Is it that block right there? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, all right. Okay. Okay. Let's try some more. Nope, it's above that. Okay, good to know. So if we destroy this block... maybe not. That should be fine. That seems like that's a whole world of trouble. Okay. Slow and careful wins the day here. Let's just do a 2x1 right here. Nope. Gotta place a block up here. This seems to work differently in Java too. Like, I ought to be able to place a block like that unless there's nothing behind there, which is possible. But it happens a lot. It's like it's not as easy to pass through a block. No, 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 no. I did not mean to do both of those. All right, well, let's try this one. Oh, there's a magma cube. So we tried this one for a while. Did we do that, or was that from before? But again, 128 to 130 is probably what it should be. Because this is our main hallway, and all the branches come off of this. Oh yeah, there's all that gravel. I think we did just do this one. But if we go too far left, we're running into that other tube that somebody else created. And it looks like they might have done it with beds or something, and that's why it's so, like, sporadically destroyed. You can see the 3x3 hallway, but then you also see all the extra nonsense. But we could just keep going with this. Still at 5 ancient debris. So you know what? I've blabbed on enough, and I've given you a good idea of what this process is like. So I'm just gonna dig for a while, and I'll cut in when I have an update for you. So see you in a minute. Okay, I've been digging for a while. My inventory is full, as you can see. We can do that. Pick up a little more netherrack. Still stuck at 5 ancient debris, but I have found one. I've been sort of digging more side hallways and stuff. Yeah, this is a 2x2. It feels very Herobrine, doesn't it? But we're going to see if this will just get us to... Oh, it'll get us past 6. Okay. Sometimes you find 3. which is awesome. So let's see, there was one here, so we're going to dig all around it, like it was the center of a Rubik's Cube. And we're going to do the same over here. Okay, so it seems as though that was 2, and we found them both, which is great. I don't know that we need to replace that, but we'll do it for now. Okay, we're up to 7. And this does hit basalt. And our inventory's full. So once again, it's time for a trip back up to the chests to drop off our netherrack and other goodies. Hello, Mr. Enderman. Home might be this way, actually. I believe it is. They're the telltale torches, and that's the end of that hallway, so we're going this way. So we'll head back up, drop off our stuff, and look for that elusive 8th ancient debris, so we can use that to improve both picks. And maybe name them. What could we name our fortune pick and our silk touch pick? Something to think about. All right, I'll be right back. It is nighttime, and time certainly flies while you're in the nether, so maybe I'll sleep before I drop off my stuff, just to discourage the phantoms. Plus, I want a sip of coffee. Okay, good morning. Down to the chests. Let's drop some stuff off. And, I don't know, can I buy ancient debris? Is that available in the Hyrule Craft shops area yet? Do we get an achievement for a double stack full of netherrack? Seems as though we do not. Hey, we got a couple ender pearls, though. Okay, we'll go like that, and like that. And back in. One more ancient debris, please. Aha! There's one. All right. I don't think we need to dig anywhere past this. Let's go above. Even if this just ends up being 1, that's okay. Keeping my trigger finger ready to handle lava source blocks. It seems as though this is just 1, which is fine by me. Brings us to 8, a nice even number. We don't have to worry about trying to go to 12. Okay, let's do this like this. Got it. All right, we've got 8. I'm going to go back up to the surface, jam these into a furnace, collect some gold so we can get netherite bars. And 2 of them should make what we need for upgrading our pickaxes. All right, I'll see you guys up at the top. Sweet summer rain. Here we are. I'm always disoriented when I come out of that portal. It's nice to see this area in the daytime, and I don't think I've seen any rain yet, which is surprising. It's usually raining non-stop from my perspective, even if it's not raining, according to the Java server. Like, zombies can be burning in the daylight in rain, believe it or not, on my game. Okay, Ferni. Those are, hello, Mr. Creeper. Would you very kindly like to disappear and not exist anymore? That'd be great, thanks. Just gonna put the building between you and me for now. And we'll see if that gets the job done. Okay, we're jamming these in here. And it's often a good rule of thumb. Hey, Mr. Creeper! My door's closed? I don't have doors. No. Fine. They don't grief when you're in a claimed area, although my areas are questionably claimed, because I think the whole house is in the claim, but I'm not totally sure. Oh yeah, that's full. Let's grab some of this gold. Here's a pro tip about the nether gold ore, is you want to silk touch it, because It drops a few nuggets when you regular mine it, and if you fortune mine it, I think the max is 9. But if you silk touch it and put it in the furnace, then you're guaranteed 9, because 9 can be crafted into an ingot, and you get an ingot per ore. Of course, we only need 8, so we'll just put 1 piece of coal in there, and that should work out perfectly. Look at that netherite scrap. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. So we can, how do we apply netherite? We need one of those work tables that has iron on the top of it, right? Like, do we have any iron in here? Well, we've got some iron ore. I'll just start that cooking. And that should work out great for us. I think you put iron on top of basically a crafting table, and you get what you need. Okay, we're still waiting on the gold there. Right, so let's make just 4 planks. And we could go down to where the iron traders are to do this, but I feel like it's not totally necessary. Well, it's not necessary at all, but it's nice to have one at your base, one of these tables right here, a smithing table. I think that's what it's going to require. Okay, we don't need any more of that iron for now. We do want all 8 gold. Come on, gold. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Okay, let's put the smithing table somewhere. Maybe next to the anvil here. It's already on the hotbar. Just place it, just like that. Okay, now... Oh, I remember. First we have to craft it like this. Yep. Okay, there's 2 bars. Then we can upgrade. Add smithing template. Right, but can't we just do this? No. What kind of table does that take? Does it take this? No. How do we update? How do we do it? How do we do it? How do I put that on my stuff? Huh? That. How do I put that on my stuff? I don't remember. Let me figure that out. We need the thing. The smithing template? That's new. I had one at one point. Yeah, right here. Applies to diamond equipment. Ingredients, netherite. So this is required now? Wow. Okay, you know what? I only have one of those. So even though I have enough netherite ingots to apply to 2 things. Okay, how does one make one of these? Smithing template. Netherite upgrade. We're going to do the silk touch one because I have a name picked out, and so we'll name it on the anvil. If it's not too expensive. That would be a crying shame. I'm not going for that. I'm going for this. Okay. So we're going to put our only smithing template in here. We're going to put our silk touch in there. We're going to put one of those in there. And we can't name it here. But we have our first netherite anything. Tool, weapon, anything. Oh, I need a name tag to name it. Do I have a name tag? I thought those cooked cod were name tags for a second. I mean, we could go to a mansion to get name tags. Did I put any name tags in here? No. Oh my gosh, do I have any name tags? All I really wanted to do was name a netherite tool in this episode. Hey, you know what? This might be smart to keep on me. I took that off a while ago while I was building, and I think that it was costly. I don't see any name tags in there, do you? There's a name tag. I knew I had a name tag. There's my DSC carrot. That's an iron golem head, not a Peter head. Okay. So, who has a silk touch? Wait a minute. Right. I need a name tag for this, right? Cancel. Is that correct? Maybe I don't need a name tag. But who has a silk touch? Oh, those are spaces. I was trying to change the case there. There's a painter I know, may he rest in peace, that had a silk touch with his paintbrushes and a silky smooth voice. He's pleasant to listen to. Some might consider him the accidental father of AMSR. ASMR? Audio stimulant something. Bob Ross. Also, I have a channel called the Bob Ross of Minecraft. Enchantment cost 8, but it doesn't take a name tag. Okay. Oh, there goes our anvil. We're going to need some more iron so we can have a new anvil. I have a channel called the Bob Ross of Minecraft where I play very relaxed, paced, Minecraft-y stuff. And it's great. And with this channel up and running, I'm not totally confident that I will always have the time and ability to keep up with that channel. So I sent some of them over here, all who would listen and heed my warning. Is it nighttime? And so for them especially, for my Bob Ross viewers, we're naming the Silk Touch pickaxe Bob Ross. Am I holding it right now? I don't seem to be. Where's my hotbar? What's wrong with this game? Did I change a setting somehow? Well, now I'm holding it. I'll figure that out later. Oh, right. We need a new anvil. So I'm going to replace the anvil, and soon Ted and I will record a 2-player episode, and I will show him my Bob Ross. Ooh, look at these. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's perfect. We'll make the anvil right here. Actually, you know what we could do? Takes 4 ingots and 3 blocks to make an anvil. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make 5 anvils. Or, I'm sorry, 3 anvils. And then we should be all set for quite a while. It'll take us a while to break 3 anvils. And what's funny about them is they're gravity blocks like sand or gravel. So you can just set them one on top of the other. And when one breaks, the next one will fall into place. Let's see. I got to find it without the ability to look at my hotbar. Why did that happen? No one knows. There, 3 anvils. Okay, let's put the steak back on the hotbar. And I will thank you all for watching and bid you adieu in BasementCraft. See you soon. Goodbye.